Morning guys, and welcome to Up the Reds. Today's video is a bit of a catch up on what's been going off while I've been on holiday. The last video I did was a preview of the Blackburn game. So I've been away for the last three. I've not had a chance to upload anything while I've been away. I've been so busy. So this is just a little review of what we've done, where we're going, the progress of Gerhard Struber, and a little preview of tomorrow's game against Cardiff City. So, like I said, my last video was a preview of the Blackburn game. We lost 3-2. We played some good football. We stuck in the game as long as we could, but we still made a lot of errors. Good goals, again, from Chaplin, who's certainly picked up a lot since the arrival of Struber. Seems to be appreciating the partnership with Woodrow more as a proper two. Woodrow's more like a support striker now, and Chaplin's more like the guy running in behind, and it seems to be working quite well. But again, we made a lot of errors in that game. We were unlucky. If you look at statistics, as we always do, again, we were very good. We had good possession, good chances, good shots on target. But again, the errors were just a bit too much for the team to cope with, and we lost 3-2. We went to Middlesbrough in the midweek with a little bit of optimism after that performance. It was absolutely treacherous conditions. I managed to watch a lot of the game over there. And the ball was sticking on the floor, and it wasn't great. But it was the same for both teams. But it was a really poor performance from both sides, and again it was one error that led to the goal from Ashley Fletcher. We never got going. Middlesbrough never got going. They were poor, but you know, again we were punished by the error once more and lost the game. So we went to the whole game. The whole game, nobody was optimistic about any aspect of that game. You went on social media. I mean, I was one. Hull came off the back of a 4-0 win against Preston, and absolutely flying. They had the form player in the Championship, Jared Bowen, and it just seemed a formality that Hull would turn up and turn us over and find the gaps in the defence and get the win. But you know, all credit to the lads. They rolled the sleeves up and gave arguably their best performance of the season. It was probably as good or better than the Fulham game. There were some strange team selections. A lot of people aren't happy with the inclusion of Barra. People thought one of the plus points of Stendhal going was the drop-in of Barra, but he's back, and fair play. He was excellent against Hull. Played as well as he probably has ever played for us, and capped that performance off with a lovely goal, a slot finish, which we know he's capable of. We've seen the technical ability that Barra has. We question his commitment sometimes, and you know, his short range passing is questionable at times. But when he's on it, he's a good player. Other selections, the three at the back is now gone. We're now playing in a diamond with Apoham as the central defensive midfielder. A lot of people raised their eyebrows at that. No Kenny Dougal. Dougal's not starting anymore. But Harmer was excellent in midfield on Saturday. He was neat, tidy, dominant, creative. You know, did the simple things right. Faultless performance, and it made the centre backs look better. Anderson was much better. Bambo had a very good Bambo game, where physical and not messing about, and got shut the ball, snuffed out their attacks. I mean, Hull did have chances, but every team's going to have chances at some point in games in the Championship. That's just the league and where we are. But We coped really well with them. We attacked well, very creative. It was a really, really good performance, and it gives us something to build on now. We've got Cardiff away, and then we've got 2 back-to-back home games, Reading and QPR. As we've proved, we can beat any. When we turn up, we can play against teams and we can beat teams. We just need to keep the consistency now without any errors. I'm not getting carried away for tomorrow. I don't think it's not an easy game. It's going to be a tough dogfight. Neil Harris's sides are well documented to be stoic, defensive sides. They're going to be good at set pieces. It's going to be a big test of a different kind tomorrow. But if we can get through it and we can show some steel and the concentration, then maybe we can get a couple of wins, or certainly good performances against Reading and QPR, who are beatable. They're not the best sides on the road, and if things could look a lot better for us in a week or two. Other inclusions in the team against Hull were surprising. Jordan Williams came back in. Cavare not even in the 16. In the 18. I think Cavare now, you probably won't see much of Cavare anymore, which is a shame because I like Cavare, but he's making too many errors and he's not tracking back enough. And I don't know if that's the player or he wants a move or what's happening. And it is a shame because I've always been a big Cavare supporter, but he's been poor the last few games. And Jordan Williams did excellently well. He gave the ball away a couple of times, but positionally much more sound. Provided good passes forward, down the sides, and generally the team looked a lot more stable with him in it. And I wouldn't have said that before the game. When you look at Grzycki, who's one of the best wingers in the league, up against him, you would have thought, no, he's not going to cope with Grzycki, but he really did, and Grzycki did very little, to be fair. So, looking at tomorrow's game against Cardiff, I don't think there'll be many changes. I wouldn't make any changes. I think you just keep going. Playing Harmer in that role frees up Mowat, as it did when Murray was in charge and Dougal was there. It gives Mowat more license. That's fine. That's all good. You need to keep hoping that Barra keeps playing. Woodrow's certainly more involved in the game. He's more creative. The link play was excellent against Hull, and you can see the improvements that Struber's brought in a short period of time. So we just need to take each game as it comes. We need to keep organised, keep solid, cut the mistakes, as I keep saying every week, and hopefully more results like last Saturday will come. So we're going to leave it there for today, and I'm going to post a match review on Sunday. And I know a lot of people, I don't get to a lot of games. I have stated that because I've got kids with problems, but I'm going to be going next Wednesday, so hopefully I can make some live videos or something like that for next Wednesday against Reading. So, but we'll talk about that more in the week. So up the Reds, and if you like my videos, like, share, subscribe, and fingers crossed we get a good solid performance tomorrow that we can take forward into next week. So come on, lads.